What's up, YouTube? Just want to do another quick video and an update on everything I've done with my Mojave, just to help people out there, you know. And yeah. So anyway, definitely did a brushless build on it. I'm gonna go over all that. To be honest with you, man, this thing stock is plenty fun. Depends where you're running it at. Some people might not need to do the upgrade. You know what I mean? You could just keep it stock. I kept mine stock for a minute. Went up on the pinion. It definitely got more speed on it. I didn't have a GPS analyzer at the time, man, so I couldn't really do any speed runs. I have one now, though, so I'll get to that. But yeah, like I said, man, it's a lot of fun, especially with the stock tires. Man, these tires are the truth. You can see I still got some tread on mine, because I've been going back and forth with different tires, but I'll tell you about that. Yeah, so like I said, the stock form, plenty fun. The body, I did a video before, posted it kind of late. But the body, man, listen, it's going to hold up pretty good when in stock form. Once you start getting into higher speeds, man, this thing is going to start taking a lot of abuse. You can see I do a lot of Gorilla Tape and stuff on mine, because I cracked it so many times. In the first video, I told you I like to run mine a lot in the basement and banging into the corners of the wall, hitting the bottom of the sofa, jumping with it. You know what I mean? It's definitely gonna get some abuse up top, corners. Doing high speed runs and flipping outside, man, it's definitely gonna get scraped up. So yeah, that shell does some justice to it, man, but especially where the shell sits at, it's gonna take a lot of abuse, you know, and get a lot of wear in it. But since then, I painted two bodies. Okay, let's go over what I did. I was waiting for my motor to come in. So when my motor came in, my motor mounts came in. So I told you I did the motor mounts came in. I did a 21 tooth pinion on there, and that ran real good. Motor finally came, which was this one. I went with this one because it was red at the time. $40 with the ESC. It was a 35 amp. But as you can see, the dreaded snapping of the shaft happened to me. This was a 2mm shaft. And I think because of the size of it, it's a 2435, 6100 kV. When I mounted it in there, it was already cockeyed. As you can see, this thing is pretty small compared to that one. 2435, do not go with that one. So anyway, that motor snapped on me. That shaft snapped on me on 3S. When I finally got my GPS analyzer, I got 35 out of this motor. So didn't even get to see how much faster I can get out of this one on 3S. So anyway, went over to a new one. Got another King valve. This one is a 2445. As you can see, it extends out further. Went with the rocket fan. I had that one in the first build too. This is a 30mm. This thing pumps 28,000 RPMs. Thing is no joke. I took the stock fan, threw it right on top of the ESC right there, tap one screw in there, and this thing doesn't go anywhere. Gives me a little bit of air on that 35 amp. This thing will heat up. This heats up too, but with this fan, helps it. This thing heats up on 3S, but it's still not a problem. I got my receiver on top that I mounted with double tape. That's just a hobby-made DSMR that I had to go for my Spectrum. In stock form, this battery is cool. You have to plug it up to your wall charger, which is not bad. It takes about an hour. You just got to make sure you got the right little block for it. But because I wanted to get another battery for it, the first battery I got was a 2S 2800 muscle pack from NHA. What was it, NHX? Something like that. Yeah, this thing right here on stock, you're going to feel a difference too. A lot more punch, and it lasts more runtime. So again, love that battery so much because it had an EC2 plug. This is IC2, the stock form. So I got a little adapter. I hate soldering. I do it, but if I can get an adapter, I'll get an adapter first. So this is IC2 to EC2. So again, battery number 1, battery number 2, battery number 3. Again, I like this so much, bought another one. These are about $20 or $25 on eBay. Okay, so decided I want to try 3S on this. So again, now this one's a 2445, 5400 kV. On 2S, would do a constant 40 miles per hour. Yesterday I did 40 miles per hour. I think I got 41. I can't get any higher on that on foam tires. Another thing, people are getting these speeds on them. If you really want to see any kind of speed out of things, you get a lot of wheel spin with these. They're going to grip up, you know what I mean? They cool, but you don't realize that they're spinning. Foams are the truth. Only problem with foams are, be careful. They're good for speed runs. Don't try to bash on them unless they're sanded down on the edges, but you will catch. Not to mention, these are 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters will fit on this car. Look at that. That just happened yesterday. On a simple speed run, must have caught and just took a complete chunk out. I sanded it down. I'm still going to run them. Put some little spray marker paint on these wheels too. Little accent. Oh yeah. Forgot the shocks. Hot racing shocks on these joints. The emotion. Man, these things are like night and day. I have 70 weight in here all the way around. And I don't even run preload on them because it gets that nice sag. These things are crazy, man. Crazy. Just recently, people have these, man. I don't know if you noticed, man. These things keep jumping around with the steering. I keep people talking about it. But I had a tip from another YouTuber. I went with the Hot Racing servo saver in there. And this thing seems to still be jumping around, man. So maybe my next step, I don't know. I might just put the new servo in there. Okay, also, in stock format, with the 21 tooth pinion, I stripped out the stock cups. Lost the pin on it, sheared right out. Didn't even realize until I came in. Luckily, my wife found my little dog bone, the rest of the CVD the next morning, which I couldn't even rebuild anyway. So I went ahead and put the armor ones in here. And the armor ones so far, can't really see them. I kind of got the zoomed out camera on my stock phone. So far, so good, man. These things are the truth. I got the stock CVDs. The stock diffs in here with the stock still the black planetary gear. The other ones are metal. But in my first video, I told you I put diff gear in mine, diff fluid. I have 50,000 in the front now. 30,000 in the rear, and you could definitely feel a difference in action. I don't know if the other oil ones are necessary, to be honest with you, but do you? Another thing is, where's my analyzer? People were talking about once you do a brushless build, you're not gonna have a lot of room in here, so you definitely gonna have to cut out. This is the body, another body I sprayed up. Use that Krylon paint, man, but I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, man. This shit keeps on flaking up on me, and when it flakes up, it flakes off in chunks. I sanded the inside of the body. I just think maybe I'm rushing my coats. I don't know. But all right, this video is getting too long. Let me hurry up. It's all done up in there. It's all cut out inside there. I also have holes inside there so my flow can go inside, which to me is perfect because on the other side of the fan stickers, so it's like perfect. Got some Johns in the back. Yo, just yesterday, I seen this thing wheelie doing 3S. Crazy. All right, what else? Yeah, so like I was saying, this goes in the back. I put a strap around that. You know what I mean? A little Velcro strap. That joint is perfect for that. Okay, what else? And yo, that's it, man. And yo, I love this car, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Also, I forgot too. You can't see them in there, but I got the Vitavon rear hubs. I got the front knuckles too, but they sent me the wrong ones, man. They sent me the ones for the Typhon and the Granite. So I'm waiting on those right now. Also, another thing with that front steering, because it's so crazy, I went ahead and bought the tie rods. But playing around with those tie rods is not even worth it, because by the time you turn the tie rods all the way in, it gives you a bare minimum of toe out. And it's just not even worth it. So I went back to the stock. And again, this thing is still playing around and jumping around. You're going to be playing around with that steering until I'm hearing from other people maybe put the steering servo on there, a better one. But yeah, all right, man, that's it. Hopefully, stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll get a running video. I don't have a camera right now that can get the GoPro or something like that, but I'll get some action out there. Peace, y'all.